Little G family here. It's been forever since we've done a video, but I don't want to do a bunch of different videos just to do a video. I want to make sure whatever videos I do are actually quality videos and they actually make sense and they're needed. So I just picked up about 2 months ago a JKU, sold all my Jeeps, and so we are in the process of updating this one to be a Back the Blue theme. And so I got all the wheels off right now. I'm going to show you some steps on what I do to actually add a line around like the wheels, painting wheels on a vehicle and so on. And but this is my new rig, and it's my boss's rig. It's thinking like $80,000 Lincoln. Anyways, so the wheels currently are all black. I sprayed them with my handy dandy Krylon semi-flat black, which I will show you in a second. I scuffed them all up with a scotch pad, and where's my pad? So just get one of these scotch pads from any auto parts store. Scuff up your paint with that, and then this is the paint I have used for pretty much everything. I painted 2 Jeeps with this, my 91 and my 97 Wrangler with that. I will not touch that vehicle unless it gets absolutely trashed with spray paint, but it still looks really good even when it's done. This leaves no overlap lines, and if you watch any of my other videos, you'll know I've kind of been sold on Krylon should sponsor me for all of the paint I've used for them. But it's a beautiful finish to it. And this one I did late at night in the dark with my garage closed, and I had a headlamp on. That was it. There's a little bit of, got a little heavy in one spot there, and but anyways, these other ones are all prepped, but I just realized I didn't do a video on how I do this, and so I just want to show you real quick. After I get everything scuffed down, I spray it with the first layer of the black, and then I'm going to be using a royal blue. I'm going to be doing a line along the edge here, and just to give it kind of a fine, it's a thin blue line theme, so because of that thin blue line theme, this kind of makes a little offset color here. Contrast it all, and so anyways, all I do though is I come through with just individual pieces of tape, and you can kind of see here I just layered each piece of tape just to kind of continue that line going around, and this will be a finished one here. So you can see just that little lip. It's hard to tell what the tire is and what's the rim, but there's a little lip here that's still part of the rim. And from there though, you can see the line. I mean, it's not an absolutely perfect line. I mean, if you were to really, really get close, like here where I overlapped 2 pieces of tape, you got maybe a little bit of a dip there in the line. But once you're back far enough, and most people are not sitting there staring at your paint on your rims, but it's clean enough, and it looks really good when it's finished, because I've done this on 3 vehicles, maybe 4 vehicles so far. But anyways, just showing you what it looks like once I'm done with that. And just moved into this house, and I'm here for a year until I purchase a townhome. I'm here for a year until I purchase new ones. My garage is absolutely trashed and packed with stuff. But I just picked up a new Grand Cherokee Summit. Came with a new set of wheels, so I'm gonna actually take this plastic off this, or a trash bag, whatever you can find. I put that in the middle here, and I'll just stick the trash bag inside here, and then I'll show you some of the other little steps as I go along. So I'll give you an update as where I'm at now. So as you can see, we had the just took the little pieces of plastic there from my other tires over there and stuck those in the middle, tape it all together, and then I get these index cards, and from there I just slip the index cards between the, basically you got the rim. Let me see if I zoom in right there. A little bit of water. It was raining out here. Since the last time I recorded, I also moved from Chicago to Seattle. So I live near Seattle now, and it's raining all the time over here. But anyways, I get in that little tiny groove there, and that's where we fit these guys in. And sorry about the focusing issue. Here we go. So that protects your tires. I have done it before without any type of covering on the tire, and then you just have to come back with some type of lacquer thinner or some type of a thinner to clean the tires off. Wouldn't suggest that. That was kind of a nightmare, so it's worth the prep time. This one I screwed up. Actually, that one I screwed up, and now this one is screwing up. The one thing I didn't do prior to painting this one was wipe it down, and so it's got just oils from my fingers and stuff on it. And I suggest the cheapest route is to use rubbing alcohol, and I have a bottle around here somewhere, but oh well. You know what that is. So just use some rubbing alcohol, or you can go to a body shop and actually get Prepsol, and that's what they actually would use for these. But anyway, since I didn't wipe it down, it started, as you can see, it started separating here. And so I'm gonna have to kind of go back and fix that, maybe let it dry, sand it down a little bit, wipe it down, get the oils off. Besides that, I mean, it looks okay. Most of it is just a couple spots on there are running, not running, but separating. But again, just come through, just do a slight spray. I have also done it with no plastic here, and then just on the back side, I just come through and spray paint the wheels again if I do get any overspray. This paint I'm using right now for the interior is from Home Depot. It's just a Rust-Oleum 2-time. I've used this a bunch of times. And so this is just an untouched Rem, and this one I've already wiped down. I just finished doing the index cards on it, and then I have these last two that I'll do the index cards on, and then spray them all and rip the tape off. I probably will do 2 layers of spray, let it dry for a while, throw a second coat, and after about an hour or so, it is 40, I think it's 45 degrees right about now, so wouldn't suggest doing it in this type of weather again. I have before, but it's just a little harder to work with, rather than like working in 60s on up is a lot easier. Don't do it in the sun. You just run into a lot of issues working spray painting in the sun, especially if it's big items like a full door or something like that. But just showing you a little bit. So I just finished 2 coats on all the different tires here, and so it just gives you a layout of how I set it up. There's no blue on any of the tires anywhere. Everything's clear. Now we'll pull everything off. And there we go. Pulled everything off a second ago. And here's the final product, what we're looking at for each of them. So we got a cool, clean line. I think it'll go nicely with the Jeep, the way it looks. And the nice part is, scuff it up, scratch it up, always throw a new coat of paint on. Occasionally I will get chips on it, and on the blue, I just use a paintbrush and like a little art paintbrush from a hobby store or wherever, dollar store, and just touch up the blue as needed. It'll show up, it won't be perfect if you touch it up that way because it wasn't a spray paint, but nonetheless looks a lot better. I'll take one more video of it with it on. All the tires, I'll put those on in just a second. And here we go. Tires are on. A little more adjusted with the line being straight now. But so you can see very happy with the outcome of it, and I've been driving for a week. I actually forgot to finish or do a final video, and but this is what the Jeep looks like, just a close-up of it, all the other random accents on it. Daughter brought the flashlight, thank you, that's helping a lot. And but added a bunch of blue accents along the whole Jeep, along with the wheels. So as you can see, just a couple of random things that we have on there. It's all the officers killed in 2017 are on there. And the back side just has a couple different items on it. So that's our finished Jeep there.
It looks like the light. This light is actually shining.